Okay, so good evening, everyone. Now I decided to have this heavier lessons in this way, so that we can come up or catch up of our late discussions of our topic, specifically on resistance training, because na-stuck tayo doon sa topic natin na core conditioning exercises. That's why for us to be able to continue our exercises next time. So, okay, siguro ay mas maganda na magdi-discuss na rin ako dito so that after those exercises na ma-demonstrate natin, then we will also have the exercises for this topic. So, para continuation na lang yung gagawin nating exercise. Okay? So, all you have to do is just to view or watch this lesson or video lecture and to catch up with our lessons. Okay? So, our next lesson is all about resistance training. Now, what is the difference between core conditioning exercises and resistance training? Now, there's a similarities between these two because just like what we have said in core conditioning exercises, it also involves strengthening exercise. So it's also same as true with resistance training that it is also considered as or known as strengthening exercise. Wherein it says here that resistance training are any exercises that causes the muscles to contract against an external resistance with the expectation of increases in strength, tone, mass, and or endurance. So same lang yung ginagawa natin to condition our body. But here in resistance training, we are more of external resistance. Pag sinasabi natin external resistance, aside from conditioning our body to achieve strength, we are also concentrating our routine for us to build or tone our muscles and to build more muscle mass and of course endurance. Okay? So para sa mga gustong mag-build ng muscles or if you wanted to tone your muscles into the maximum level of your your skills or endurance, then resistance training is good for you. Okay, so we have here the techniques for resistance training. So, this sounds resistance training program is characterized by a base of core strength. So, knee and hip dominant exercises, pulling, and pushing or pressing movements. Actually, in resistance training techniques, okay, in order for us to understand this one, let's have a brief description of resistance exercises. So, when you are dealing with resistance exercises, then you are also, doing some exercises that involves gripping. When you say gripping, there are involved equipments or sports equipments or weight equipments na ginagamit natin for us to strengthen our muscle and to build our muscles. For example, the bar or the barbells, the dumbbells, okay, which requires us to grip those exercise equipment or exercising equipments in order for us to build our muscle. Okay? So, we also do the pulling and pushing. Okay? As we are gripping those equipments, there are exercises that involve pulling and of course and at the same time pushing or pressing movements. So, it involves knee. When I say knee, there are hip flexors or flexors and of course hip dominant. Sometimes we do some exercises that involves our hip or hip parts of our body. So, the knee dominant exercises which involves the lower body pushing movements such as the single leg and double leg squats. So, these are exercises that really build the muscles in our glutes and at the same time in our hamstring. So for the upper body, there are pulling and pushing movements, which also, develop the upper extremities. Okay? Actually, there are resistance exercises that can develop upper extremities, um, which includes the pulling and pushing or pressing movements. While in the lower extremities, we do some squats. Ano pa yung mga yun? Squats, or other variations of squats using dumbbells, okay, in performing that one. Actually, in performing squats, for us to be able to, gain muscles and our muscles to contract effectively, then sometimes the variations using dumbbells or barbells are very effective in gaining our muscles. Okay? So, for the upper body, there are pulling and pushing movements. The rowing motion and simulates a horizontal pull and vertical pull, such as the pull-ups. So, unfortunately, we cannot use the gym, okay, for this semester because yung mga gym equipments kasi nailipat na siya doon sa auditorium, or nalock na sila or nailigpit na sila. But that doesn't hinder us to do the exercises, because I will require you later on to bring with you your dumbbells if you have extra dumbbells or extra barbells, or if there are no available dumbbells or barbells, then we can have also the alternative equipments that we can use as a simulation for the exercises later on. Okay, so example is the horizontal pull and the vertical pull. Actually, we can use there are parts there in the school that we can have this horizontal pull and vertical pull as part of our simple simulations. Okay, so here in resistance training, we have to remember the resistance must be gradually increased to further stimulate additional gains. So sometimes we do have this, or we do planning and creating this what we call exercise training program or exercise resistance training program. So in this training program, we tend to consider, okay, the progressive principle. That's why it says there that there should be a gradually increase. When you say progressive principles, you are not just focusing on, as the simple level, but of course, you started from the beginner movements up to the complex, okay, movements. So there should be a progressive principles. So, yeah. So we have also, please do not forget also this what we call principles of exercises. We have the overload principle, progressive principle, recovery principle, reversibility principle, specificity principle. Now, in overload principle, this relies on the premise that to improve, the muscle must produce work at a level that is higher than its regular workload. So, as simple as that definition, that in overload principle, you should not just focus on the exercise that you are doing right now. So, you should aim higher. That's why the level of your exercise should produce work at a level that is higher than the regular workload that you are doing. Okay? So, in progressive principle, so there is a connection in overload principle, but in progressive principle, this means that the body adapts to the initial overload. Meaning that you cannot just, that you cannot just continue the level. Okay? Hindi lang dapat siya nagle-level up, but we have to consider the body to adapt for a certain another movements. Progressive principles meaning that you have to consider the resting periods, okay, doing the resting periods, and at the same time after the resting periods, or there is what we call progressive from a week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, considering the rest interval. So in progressive principles, the overload must be adjusted and increased gradually. Nag-i-increase siya, pero make it sure that the body should adapt on the initial overload. Meaning, na yung mga exercise na ginagawa mo ngayon, nag-i-increase siya gradually, pero make it sure na hindi mabibigla yung katawan mo. Make sure that your body should adapt with the new exercises or sets of exercises that you will do. That is the progressive principle. Next one is the recovery principle. So why do we need to consider the recovery principle? Actually, by the way, we have this philosophy which is called as if there is no pain, no gain. Yeah. That philosophy sometimes drives us or motivates us to do something better and to to discipline our body for a certain workout to achieve what our goal. But sometimes, if you do more workouts and workouts and workouts, then you are abandoning, or let's say hindi ka na nagre-rest. Okay, you do not allow yourself to recover for a small period or period of time. Your body cannot recover, and your muscles can be affected, and which will lead to muscle pain and soreness. So sometimes recovery principles should be adapted to physical activity which occurs gradually and naturally, but time must be allowed for the muscle to regenerate and build. So minsan kasi minsan ang ginagawa ng iba, everyday yung ginagawa nilang workout, but they forgot that the muscle also needs recovery or rest interval. Okay, so next one is the reversibility principle. When I say reversibility principles, all the gains due to exercise will be lost if one does not continue the exercise. So lahat ng mga nag-gain mo na muscle strength mo, yung endurance mo, kapag nag-stop kang mag-exercise, you will go back to zero. So that is what we call the reversibility principle. While the last one is known as the specificity principle, which state that each form of the activity would produce different result. Pag sinabi natin specificity principle, you should consider that not a lot of objectives or lots of objectives cannot just achieve for one session, but of course you have to be specific on what you are trying to improve and to develop sa muscle mo. So pag sinabi natin specificity principles, be specific on your goals. Okay? Kasi doon sa goals natin, sometimes we cannot achieve that one if there's a lot of goals na ginagawa natin. Then that goal should be must be specific. For example, if your goal is just to reduce reduce body fats from your abdomen or abdominal muscles, then that should be only your objective. But if your objective is for your upper and lower extremities, that is the other way around, that sometimes it produces different results. So we have also these fit goals, and I know that na-discuss naman na sa inyo to during your PAT Fit 1. Fit goals is simply known as the frequency, intensity, time, and type. So by the way, there are some resistance exercises here. So please be familiarized with this one and have an advanced, practice of these exercises, because we will do these exercises next meeting. Okay? So yun lang muna for for this lesson. And next meeting or next time, I will also have our video lecture on the last topic, which is all about circuit training. So ayan. So yun lang, and I hope that you will be watching this video, and of course try also to reflect on what is resistance training, so that you will be able to identify or differentiate what is resistance training to aerobic, and of course to core conditioning. Okay, so yun lang, and of course God bless everyone.